But the one issue they could not even bring themselves to say they now agree with us on, was issues relating to women. Seriously. No, think about that. They're ready to jettison their foreign policy in order to try to win this election. They're ready to jettison everything, but they still cannot bring themselves. They still cannot bring themselves. I think I'm being deadly earnest here. They cannot bring themselves to move into the 21st century on women. These guys have a view that is just stuck in the 50s, for real. Refusing. Sometimes silence can be deafening. The refusal to condemn the comments of the Senate candidate in Indiana, Richard Murdoch. Says an awful lot. No, I really mean this. Says an awful lot about what these guys believe. When Governor Romney was asked a direct question about whether or not our daughters, our spouses, the women of this country are entitled to equal pay for equal work, what did he say? He started talking about binders. He said, in effect, his great surprise, he laid a binder full of women who were qualified. Whoa! All he had to do was knock at any one of our doors. My wife or daughter would have answered. I mean, it's not hard. But seriously, think about what it says. And he never did answer the question. He never did answer the question. That shouldn't come as a surprise for a guy who said he would not have supported the passage of the Lilly Ledbetter. I mean, think of that. Think of that. This is the year 2012. Folks, the differences are stark. I want to make sure you all understand, I think you do, that they still think, speaking of our health care proposal, they still think, Mr. President, that insurance companies should be able to charge women, and a lot of you younger women don't know this, but the older women know this. You're able to charge now, they charge an average 50% more for the exact same policy a man gets for a woman. Right now, we've changed the law and it comes in effect next year. Right now, they can literally label pregnancy a pre-existing condition. It sounds ridiculous. It sounds like I'm making this stuff up. But I'm not. We made it against the law in the future to do that. They can't do that, yet they want to repeal it. Just imagine, as my wife would say, or Hillary would say, the Secretary of State, just imagine 40 hard years of fighting women have made to gain some equality. Imagine what would happen with a Romney-appointed Supreme Court. Just imagine what the Romney-appointed Supreme Court will look like. Look, folks, I want to make something absolutely clear. The basic premise upon which Barack Obama and I look at these issues is that we believe with every fiber in our being, our daughters and my granddaughters are entitled to every single right my sons have